Hey y'all, welcome back to Reality Check Please. I'm your host Cassie and happy Saturday. We are here to talk about some of our favorite actresses. Hope you guys are having a beautiful start to your Saturday. We are back to talk about Miss Tia Mowry dropping a new hair product. She got vulnerable on her Instagram yesterday and shared some of her experiences and the reason behind her hair product. When I was reading it, it reminded me a lot about what we've been talking about, especially with this last season of Love Island and the things women of color and different backgrounds have to go through when you are in front of a camera, especially on reality TV or, in Hollywood. So before we jump in, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Give us any little bit of engagement. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can do it for my birthday month, which is September. And let's jump right in. So if you are anything like me, you grew up watching Sister Sister. I was obsessed. I still now and then go back to just like binge watch it or just have it on in the background. It's a very much comfort show for me. But I opened my Instagram actually this morning and she had posted it yesterday. I want to read her caption first and then go into the little notes that she has in each picture. So let's go through it together. Her caption reads, "From embracing our natural curls to trying to mold ourselves to fit society's beauty standards. It hasn't always been easy. When I finally got to a place where I was honoring my natural hair, there weren't many options, especially anything that was all natural, affordable, and worked well on all textures. That's why creating For You by Tia means so much to me. It's not just for my younger inner child who needed it, it's a line that celebrates and honors that journey." Beautiful. You've seen me in my natural hair. I have like real curly, natural curly hair. Now, over the years since I've like fried it with the straightener, I just tend to wear it straight for the most part. But I can 100% agree with her. And now my curly hair is not anything what it used to be like when I was a child, which kind of sucks. I have a lot of hair, so straightening it for me was always easier. And that's kind of what she shares right here, as we can see. She says, "We had to straighten our hair to be accepted." Let's take a look at what else she had to say. The second one says, "Growing up, our curls stood out in the classroom and not in a good way. Kids would poke fun, call us names, and even touch and pull our curls." Next slide says, "Back then, curly hair wasn't celebrated and representation was nowhere to be found." Then came Sister Sister. We wore our curls proudly on screen, and for the first time, we saw other young women feel seen. People would tell us, "Thank you for helping me love my curls." That's the power of representation. Next one says, "Even though people were telling us they were happy to see representation in the industry, we still were not celebrated. Magazines and media only liked including straight hairstyles, but never anything like our texture. We struggled feeling beautiful and keeping up with the beauty standards." That's kind of crazy, right? Like how us as viewers were feeling represented by them, in their hairstyles, and then only for them to turn around and in the position that they're in or the industry that they're in, not accepting them. So eye-opening. The next slide says, "The industry wasn't ready. When I got into auditions, I was told my hair was a distraction. Casting directors didn't know how to place us. Our curls were considered a problem." That is so sad. Next slide. "Eventually, we straightened our hair and suddenly we were accepted." And I always noticed that, like, in their younger years or like in their early seasons, they were always like in their natural hair. And as they got older in the second half of the season or later on in the seasons, you did see these hairstyles of them straightening their hair. And it was for the rest of the show until the show ended that they had their straight hair. The next one says, "Straight hair opened doors and gave us access to beauty magazines and roles, showing just how rigid Hollywood beauty standards were back then." And it's true. We saw Twitches come out and they were in their straight hair. Next, she says, "Now that I'm older, I said enough. Inspired by women embracing their natural textures, I chopped my hair, started from scratch, and truly fell in love with my curls." The next slide says, "It wasn't just hair, it was freedom, identity, and self love." And look at her now, rocking her curly hair. Next, she shares, "Now I make sure my kids know that their curls are beautiful. We celebrate every coil and twist because no child should ever feel like their hair makes them less than." And I love that. And honestly, I am in the market for curly hair products, especially for kids, because my son's hair is untamable. We just gave him his first haircut, 2 weeks ago before our California trip. And his hair was so, so long. Like it was truly so insane. When we brushed it out, he had a full afro and he's 2. We had to like shape it up and like kind of cut and trim. So this is probably going to be my next product. for my son as he gets older. Next, she says, these days I rock my curls in every way. Bantu knots, waves, updos, all of it. She finishes it off by saying, our hair is meant to be celebrated, not hidden. This journey has been full circle and I'm proud of every step. I love that she is bringing awareness like to her curly hair and her experiences, talking about her experiences, being vulnerable and sharing the hard truth about what her and her sister went through. And some of you guys may say just like, oh, it's just hair. No, it messed with their, I guess, identity. Like it very much did hold them back from opportunity. No, she shared that once they straightened their hair, it opened more doors for them, which sucks. I hope that now 2025, this is not an issue. However, given the way we have heard Shelly and Landra speak, post Love Island and their experiences and stuff that was said about Shelly's hair in particular or Landra's braids, like some people are still with that mentality of like, oh, you need to look a certain specific way. And I'm glad that she's speaking out about it. I'm glad that she's bringing us a product that we could use for curly hair and feel beautiful, affordable. So if we go into For You by Tia, this is her profile. This is her product. It looks like she has different things. Science-backed clean hair care for all curls, founded and owned by Tia. Shop at Walmart, Amazon, CVS Pharmacy, and Target. So now y'all know where to go get that great product. I'm probably going to be shopping it soon because I need something for my son's hair. But pop off in the comment sections. Let me know what you guys think. We'll be back later because we're going to be talking about the Huda NFL commercial. I've been putting it off, but I would not be doing my due diligence as a YouTuber in not talking about it just because I don't like her. So pop off in the comment sections. Let me know what you think of Tia's new hair product. I'm going to be shopping it soon, giving you guys a review about it. So like I said, pop off, do all the YouTubey things, give us a hype down below, and we'll catch you in a little bit for another reality check. Bye guys. Happy Saturday.